Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Introducing myself, Jihanada Aulia. Please allow me to convey the reflection of the learning experience of the design thinking course in the second semester. The first reflection question is number 1. What learning experience are useful and interesting? In my opinion, the most useful and interesting learning experience in the design thinking course is how empathy becomes the basis for designing relevant learning. Through the empathize and define phase, I learned to understand study needs and formulate the problem clearly. The immediate phase gave room for creativity, while prototype and testing taught me that design is an iterative process that rewards failure. This course also broadened my insight into the potential of design thinking in educational transformation, making me better prepared to be an adaptive and innovative educator. Question is number 2. What learning experience are useful but less interesting? In my opinion, the most useful but less interesting learning experience in the design thinking course occurred during the prototyping and testing stage. Because although it is important to test and refine ideas, this process felt rigid and quite challenging. For me, who was unfamiliar with the use of supporting media or technological device, this stage was more energy consuming to understand the technicality than to develop ideas creatively. However, this experience was still beneficial as it encouraged me to learn new things, collaborate more closely with friends, and realize the importance of the iteration process in creating effective learning design that meets study needs. Question is number 3. What learning experience were interesting but less useful? In my opinion, an interesting but less useful learning experience in the design thinking course was when discussing the opportunity and challenge of implementing design thinking in school. While this topic provides insight into the potential of transforming education, the delivery tended to be theoretical and lacked concrete examples. The lack of case study of applicable steps made it difficult for me to understand the application of design thinking in learning practice, which I really need as a future teacher to connect theory with reality in the field. Question is number 4. What learning experience are uninteresting and useless in the context of being a prospective teacher? In the design thinking course, I did not find the experience completely uninteresting or useless as a future teacher. Although some parts, such as technical or administrative process, were less enjoyable, each stage still provided meaningful learning value. For example, in designing the learning design, although the discussion of diverse ideas was sometimes time-consuming and led to difference of opinion, I learned to organize learning ideas that accommodate various perspectives and fit the needs of students. This experience helped me see each process as an important part of preparing myself to be a creative, reflective, and responsive educator to study needs. Question is number 5. What has happened? During the design thinking course, I experienced significant change in the way I design learning. The empathize phase taught me to be sensitive to study needs, while the define phase helped me formulate the learning focus more systematically. In the immediate phase, I learned to think creatively, and prototyping and testing taught me that failure is part of improvement. Although the challenge of implementing design thinking in school are more theoretical, I gained a new understanding of the complexity teacher face. This experience broadened my knowledge and shaped my professional attitude, making me more reflective, creative, and ready to create an inclusive classroom. Question is number 6. Why does this happen? This happened because in the design thinking course, there are learning approaches that are applicable and involve hands-on experience, such as prototyping and testing. The iterative process taught me that learning is realized when facing challenge and revising idea. Case study and deep reflection helped me see the relevance of this concept in real education, while the support of the lecture created a collaborative classroom atmosphere. Despite the lack of concrete example of implementation in school, it encouraged me to more actively explore and adapt the concept in my teaching practice. Question is number 7. If I were to teach or discuss this topic considering the principle of student-centered meaningful learning, what change would I make? If I were teaching design thinking with student-centered principle, I would integrate contextually relevant project, allow flexibility in topic selection, and facilitate regular reflection. As a facilitator, I would encourage collaborative discussion, value diverse ways of thinking, and create a safe and supportive classroom environment where mistakes are considered part of learning. Thus, this approach helps students internalize design thinking as a way of thinking solutively and innovatively. Thus, I can convey, hopefully it can be useful knowledge in the future. If there are errors in the delivery process, I apologize. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.